It is an honor for a man to cease from strife, but every fool will be meddling. Proverbs 20, verse 3. He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him. Proverbs 18:13. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. Proverbs 10:19. He that rebuketh a man afterwards shall find more favor than he that flattereth with the tongue. Proverbs 28:23. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Proverbs 27:5. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. Proverbs 17:28. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. James 1, verse 19. Seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope for a fool than for him. Proverbs 29:20. A fool has no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. Proverbs 18:2. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from trouble. Proverbs 21:23. The words of wise men are heard in quiet, more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. Ecclesiastes 9:17. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. Psalms 127 and 3. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon the earth. Therefore, let thy words be few. Ecclesiastes 5, verse 2. For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also diverse vanities. But fear thou God. Ecclesiastes 5, verse 7. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. James 3:6. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destructions. Proverbs 13:3. In all labor there is profit, but the talk of the lips tendeth only to penury. Proverbs 14:23. But I say unto you, that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Matthew 12:36. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor has hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Job 5:15 and 16. The righteous shall see it and rejoice, and all iniquity shall stop her mouth. Psalms 107:42. For thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Job 15:5. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He has left off to be wise and to do good. Psalms 36:3. An ungodly witness scorneth judgment, and the mouth of the wicked devoureth iniquity. Proverbs 19:28. If thou hast done foolishly in lifting up thyself, or if thou hast thought evil, lay thine hand upon thy mouth. Proverbs 30 and 32. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Proverbs 15:1. There is that speaketh like the piercing of a sword, but the tongue of the wise is health. Proverbs 12:18. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Psalms 55 verse 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Proverbs 18:21. Therefore the prudent shall keep silent in that time, for it is an evil time. Amos 5 verse 13. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law does he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Psalms 1:1-6. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle the whole body. Behold, we put bits in horses' mouths, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships, which though they be so great, and are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listeth. Even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a manner a little fire kindleth. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature.